Hi. Welcome back to another live stream. I'm Amuksha Malviya, CEO of Kamatech ISPL. So let's just start with our live stream. Guys, I just want you to picture this that your entire operation stack, maintenance, permit, snagging, medical asset checks, and fleet ops all accessible on a phone. Not clunky web page, but a very native, like fast, reliable app for both iOS and Android. Field technicians see predictive alerts on their lock screens. Supervisors approve permits with a fingerprint, and inspectors uploads photos instantly, even offline. So I'll show you how Karmatic ISPL softwares like Fixitex, SitePermitX, MedicoreX, WheelX, SnagX run smoothly on Android and iOS devices, how they get to know in low network zones, how push alerts, cameras, scans, biometrics, and secure alerts are implemented, and how enterprises roll these softwares out at scale. So guys, by the end of this live stream, you will know which mobile architecture to use, how to handle offline first workflows, what permissions matters, and how to keep data secure and compliant across platforms. So now when we talk about Android, store token in encrypted shared preferences or key stores. Enterprise SSO would be like support SML or Azure AD or Okta for single sign on, and use device based trust and MDM profiles for corporate devices. Now, when we talk about offline first and strategy, they use local DB to persist forms, photos, and signatures, and implement conflict resolution. That states that server wins by default or merge with timestamp plus user review. Fourth would be like cameras, photos, and document captured, and to be very honest, add guided capture overlay or auto crop and image compression. For SnagX inside Permitex, add markup tools, anonymous acts, and auto OCR and permit IDs. Use native cameras like APIs or cross platform libraries for best quality. Second would be, or fifth would be like local location, geofence, and QR barcode scanning. Now, when we talk about permissions, request at runtime with clear rational shows trust. When we talk about geofencing, use for permit check-ins and auto clock ins and clock outs. And now when we talk about QR or barcodes, use camera scanning, SKDs, or great, because it is great for vehicle check-ins in VLEX. So now the six would be like background task and battery optimization. With batch uploads during Wi-Fi's or charged state, use Work Manager would be like on Android and VGT Task Scheduler on iOS. Respect OS background limit would be like explain trade-offs, constant GPS drains batteries. Now when we talk about BLE, it connects to vibration sensors or IoT devices. That is Fixitex. We use native BLE stacks and handle pairing gracefully, very gracefully. NFC, when we talk about, it has quick asset reads, that is Medicore X. Now, when we jump onto the AR feature, optimal overlay diagnostics for Fixit X, that is AR Kit for iOS and AR Core for Android. Use carefully, OS and device supports varies. Now, the eighth one is the security encryption and hardening part. So, in this, TLS would be like 1.2 plus for old traffic and certificate pinning for high value endpoints. Now, let me ask you guys something. In 2025, where do decisions really happen? Are they in boardrooms or on the desktop dashboard in an air conditioned office? Or are they out there on the factory floor, on the construction site, or in the field, in the warehouse, or the move? So, the truth is, guys, very simple. Mobile is the new control room. Field teams are no longer tied to desk. Machines break in the middle of a plant, not inside a PowerPoint presentation. Guys, a permit needs urgent approval while you are driving between sites or plants or whatever it is. A compliance photo must be submitted from the field, not typed up in an email 2 days later. And yet, for decades, industrial software was designed with desktops in mind. Big screens, static dashboard, endless tabs, useful, yes, but very outdated because your people don't stand still. Your problems don't wait for you to get back to a desk. Now, mobile first changed that. It brings the entire operation into your pocket. Real time, location aware, action ready. So let's just break it down. First would be real time context at the edge. Imagine guys, a technician in a factory, he gives a Fixitex predictive maintenance alert directly on his phone. Not just a text, but a rich context. The exact machine ID, sensor reading, and risk probability, and an essential financial loss if ignored. Now he doesn't have to run back to the control room or call IT department or IT people. He has already walking toward the machine guided by the alert. Now, second would be camera evidence and instant capture. Now, someone pulls out his phone or recorded a 30-second video of the unusual vibration from a machine or attached it right inside the Fixit X app. That video is instantly logged, timestamped, and visible on the central dashboard for the supervisors. That will help with no paperwork, no back and forth emails, and just proof in real time. Now, guys, third would be office capability for remote zones. What if he or she in a low connectivity area like mines, an offshore ridge, or a rural plant? The app works offline, yes. The form, the video, the readings, all captured and processed automatically the moment he regains or she regains the network. Zero gaps and zero excuses. The fourth would be push alert and instant approvals. Now imagine guys the same scenario with site permit X. A supervisors get a high risk permit approval request while traveling. On desktop, it might take hours, maybe days to process. But on phone, it's a tap. Review the digital checklist, swipe to approve, and within seconds, the permit is literally cleared. Work starts immediately. And now, the fifth one would be mobile equal eligibility. That one quick action can prevent an entire shift from sitting idle. That one photo can stop a compliance fine. That one predictive alert can prevent a $1 million per minute downtime disaster. So here's a real world illustration I'm going to give you in this live stream. Picture two scenarios side by side, guys. On the left, a technician gets an alert on a desktop dashboard. He or she is in the cafeteria away from his seat. By the time the person logs in, pulls the data, calls maintenance, and writes an email, 15 minutes are already gone. Now multiply that by some minute per minute, that's $1 million lost. On the right side, same alert but on mobile. He gets a push notification, walks straight on the machine, records a video, trigger a quick fix, and the issue is resolved in under 3 minutes. And downtime is avoided, money is saved. Quick tour I'm going to give you how each Karmatic app translates into a mobile experience. Now, first is Fixitex, that is the maintenance and monitoring software. It gives you the real-time alerts, ticking technician checklist, AR overlays, offline first, inspection workflows, and it also have push notification and feel to back end the process. Second would be Site Permitex, that is our permit and safety software. So it helps mobile permit creation, photo evidences, QR based check ins, e signatures, time limited approvals, and supervisors push approvals. Third would be SnackX. It detects and snacks that captures snack photos, markup images, assign trades, instant comments, status are updated very quickly, and offline automation. Now, when we jump to the fourth one, that is our Medicore X, and is also healthcare ops. Medical assets logs maintains checklist, compliance capture, audit trails, and secure patient adjacent asset data handling. Fifth would be VLEX, that is our fleet and mobility software. It also helps in driving apps for checklist, route check ins, telematics integration, offline trips, logs, and quick incident reporting. All of these can build natively, cross platform, or a PWA fallback. We will discuss this in a very, someday. So, for this, I'm just going to end this live stream. So, thank you guys for being in this live stream. And I'm really happy to share all these insights that I know and we have. So, bye bye, guys. I'll meet you guys in the next live stream.